Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now, I'm coming here today because I'm going to do another little square thing. Now, like our samples. Our samples for our sampler. Okay. Now, but I do have to do a little bit of measuring and things first, okay? So I've got a piece of paper here. I'm going to just tear off the flower bit. Right. Okay. We've got to do some measuring first. So say I get a piece that's 4 inches square. Right. So I've got the ruler here. I've got the ruler that does that. I've had this since one of the years dot or something. Anyway. When I used to do other sort of things, it's got paint on it as well, but anyway, sewing and stuff. Now, we're going to do a crazy patchwork one, okay, but it's going to be done actually in a certain style sort of thing. Wait a minute. I'm going to do this at 4.5 inches. No, I won't. I'll do it at 5. Hang on a minute. I've got to work out that I can do this at that many, don't I? At 5 inches. Yeah, I suppose it'll work, I guess. So, you take it over this way, and you get your 5 inches, which is 1, 2... Oh, gee, this thing's confusing, isn't it? 5 by 5. Okay. So, that's my size. Righto. I'm going to cut that out, because we're going to have to do a little bit of... paper stuff to start with. Haven't done this before. Wanted to do it for a really long time, so I hope I can work out how to work it out. Okay, so now I need to have, this is going to be my material, for example. I mean, it won't be, but it'll be what I'm using. This is going to have to be the thingy for it. So here's me end bit. Here we're making a sort of fan-shaped piece, okay, and it's going to have stitching and stuff on it, all right, but the fabric's going to be in a fan shape. Right, so I might bring it down a tiny bit further. I think I'm way out there. I really can't tell you, and I'm sorry about that, how far, but see, this is going to be depending on your piece, right? So I'm thinking that I want this piece to be not that big. No, that's too big. When I get there and I look at it, I don't like it, so I'm going to line that up again. You can do this with a jar or something, you know, put half or a glass, just to make yourself a circle, a half circle, bit of a circle. Okay, so you just have a tiny bit of a circly thing. Okay, right, and now I'll get this one. And actually, there's going to be a circle up the other side too, isn't there? So I'm going to get this one again. I'll try and get it in the middle, in the level. But I'm going to bring it in a bit, like so. A bit further. Maybe, is that the same? Well, hang on a minute. Did I do that? Yeah, I did that about there, didn't I? So this one here, about there. Well, if you do... it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, you just need a piece going that way and a piece going the other way, and the smaller bit would be in the centre, because this piece here, as I've got it going the wrong way, it's supposed to go around like that anyway, not in, and it's got to go over. It's got to go over like this, okay? It's got to go like that. And then I'll take the pieces between those points. Within theory, we're going to have a go at that. Okay, so we're going to start in the middle, and I'm going to actually go from the corner point to the corner point. Now, I don't know anything about, you know, these math sort of things. I'm only going to do it lightly just to see how that works. Right. Now, we're going to take it out this way so far and then take it out that way so far. But we're not going to be using this bit and we're not going to be using that bit. So, nobody start to panic just yet. And that includes you, Sonya. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, if I can, and work out, that's 2, is it? No, that's 1 centimetre there and a half. That looks about nice, doesn't it? 1.5 centimetre. We go back this way, 1.5 centimetre. 1.5 centimetre. How's that look? Does that look about right? Okay, so let's try that. So we're going to bring it and we're going to aim for the corner still. Hopefully this will work. I'm going to keep aiming for the corner. This is a bit small. That's going to be a bit small, Sonya. Maybe I should have went bigger. Maybe I should have made it a lot bigger than that. Okay. Because that's going to be really small. I know, I'll just eliminate the middle line. Just eliminate the middle line. There we go. Take that out. And take this one out. And if you haven't got one of them round the corner things, maybe you can make the marks onto something else, you know, like, because see, that's going to, well, that's good. Oh, I like that. Now, this part here measures 1.5 inches, doesn't it? 1.5 inches, say. So coming round here, I'll go at 1.5 inches. Bet you've never seen anybody do this before. 1.5 inches this way. Righto. Okay, let's see what happens. We'll take it back to here. Like this. Go right to your corner, because that way you're going to have this part here, and you need that to be wide because you're going to have to sew on that. Sew that. And this one down here, look. Oh, my goodness me, do you think I've done it? Do you think I've actually done it? I may have done it. Now, because that is not the same size, and that's fine, that's okay. So, it'll work. It will work. So this is our pattern, okay? So we need to make this. So I hope you can do that without me upsetting you too much. I hope you can work it out. Because if you've got one of those protractor things or a glass or something, you know, I mean, that there doesn't look nowhere near the same. And I really wanted that on the circle bit too. Okay, let's do that then. Let's try if we can do that. See if we can put the whole lot down onto the circle. Righto. Now we might be right. Wait a minute. Whoops-a-daisy. How about that? Yes, that's the way, Sonya. That's how to do it. This is not really too ducky. Now, I'm going to cut it out. Hope you haven't seen what I'm doing here. What's the matter with me? Thing on the cord's under there. Now you can come back here. Stop looking at the mess, peoples. Okay, so now I'm going to cut around the outside of it. Like this. And I want this piece here. That's a bit. Now that's too pointy, isn't it? So I don't know what I'll do with that. I might just leave that as the background. So that's going to be the background. So we're not going to worry about that piece. This piece here, we could colour that, cover it, make it in, use a piece of fabric on it, maybe. Sort of got a shell shape here, haven't we? So this is going to be the circle for the background. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So we're going to go up here, cut that up there. Because the best way that I can tell you to do this is paper piecing it, if you want to do that. But I don't know if I'll do that. I'm going to try and see if I can use this pattern. And I should have numbered these. Let's go back onto there quick. Let's put it back together. Help. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is number 8, and this is from the left. Okay, righto. Now, you watch me put the numbers on the wrong side now. It doesn't matter, I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to use this as the template to cut it out, okay? So then I can put it back together and it'll be that shape. I imagine there's a lot easier way to do it than this, but it's going to have to be my way for today, okay? Now I'll put these back in here. I do still know where things are, even though I've got myself into a mess. I still know where things are. So the background piece I need to be something that I really, you know, think that everything's going to go with. So I'm just going to put these over here for a second while I find the piece to put it on. Okay. Now, it's going to have to be a colour, isn't it? It's going to have to be a colour. It's a really light colour. I like these. I wanted to work with these today. This might be too open. I must have had more there than that, surely. I don't know if my husband's out there waiting at the door to... Jerry, you want me? Oh dear, look. I've got a spotlight magazine. Oh goody. That's our gift to you. $40 instant. Oh, bonus. Oh good, I'll have that. Yes, very nice. I'll have that $40 bonus thing. Instant. I'll do that in a minute. I've got that colour. I like that colour. I like that colour. And I like this light pink colour. And I need 6 pieces. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 6 pieces. Sonya, this one here. I think I'm going to cut this bit out of here. This is a piece of a doily, but I can cut a bit off that because I'll use the rest of it for something else. But I'll take a piece off the inside of this, even though it is very wrinkly. Isn't it very wrinkly, isn't it? Oh, it's too wrinkly. Hang on a minute. What have I got here? It's not very thick, that one, but I'll use that. It's nice. That's looking good so far. Don't think that was somebody at the door. I hope not, anyway. I've got stuff I'm doing now. Somebody's coming to fix my chair. It stopped completely last night. It even blew the circuit thing, so the house went out with black oil. Somebody in the room did. I need that thing there. That's something I can use. I'm going to have to get a piece off of this because I'm not finding anything really quick, am I? I only need a small bit. Go down here without cutting out too much of that. We might have to even strike up the iron. That's a bit harsh. Anyway, it's all right. We can do this. I hope that's long enough. It'll go on a short one anyway, won't it? It should be long enough. Yes, it is. Very good. Maybe I can use 2 of one colour or something, because that velvet I'm not going to use. I want to use the yellowy colour. I really do. Have I got something else that I can use for it? So I've got the material here that says good fabric. I went through it and got out what I thought I'd use today. Good fabric. Tried to get myself a bit organised so you wouldn't have to be watching for too long without getting anywhere. So I hope that doesn't happen. That's not fabric, that's lace. You're in the wrong place here now, Sonya. I wanted it all to be plain too, for some reason. Hang on, no, that's not going to work. Right, I thought I had that yellow thing. I thought I had a yellow thing. I don't want to get this box out of here, it's too heavy. It won't be a minute, I'll just find myself a piece of material. Sure I can do it. I've already got pink. Brownish sort of bone colour. Yeah, it is. Oh dear, Sonya. I was ready. I thought I was ready. Righto. You'll have to forgive me I've got 2 of those. We'll just cut these out and see what they look like, and then if we need to put it in a colour. Okay, we need a colour. Pink. I suppose a pink background would look good, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll use the green. I'll use this green here for my background. I like the green colour. and it's probably going to be a bit easier to sew through. You don't want too much thickness. Okay. Raining here now today. Not nice. It's drizzly and cold and, you know. I'm coughing this morning. I don't know. I shall be fine. Now, it doesn't matter, I suppose, if I have more than one of a colour, does it? I'm going to plug this in without burning myself with the candle. Have a nice candle. Right, where's the power? Oh, sorry, bumped that. We use a lot of power in this house, but we have got solar heating, and it's cut the power bill into a third, down by thirds. Easy, you know. It's amazing. It's really good stuff to do. Have that, people. Okay, so I'm going to I have to cut them out, aren't I? We're going to decide which one's going to go where. This is the background, okay. This is my background. We need my background. You might think this is too much fluffing around to do, but it's not, you know, because it's worth it. It's worth it, it really is. When you get to that, it's going to be worth it. So, 6 goes there. And 1 goes here. Okay. And see, I've got that green bit, and that's fine. I just needed to have, we'll have 2 in between there and there. That'll fit there. That'll go there, and this will go here. And if I need to, I can just cut a bit off that other if I don't want it to be there. But I can also put embroidery on it or something of the sort, okay? So I'm just going to give this a little iron. My iron's here ticking away. The cord is really... You know how the cords get really... They do. And I think this might be the only one that needs iron. We'll have to see. I don't need to iron anymore, just leave it sitting there for a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to start by, it won't matter if this green's on the green, I like it, and that will be okay. So I'm going to cut one out of this sort, and this sort of, and it doesn't matter if it's not on the cross because we're not wrapping it around anything, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It won't have to. You can just go straight across there. Now, I'm going to make them the same size as the paper, because if you make it bigger, they're not going to fit together. If you're paper piecing it, you could make it bigger than the paper and you could stitch it onto the paper. But you know what? I don't want to do that because that's just too much. Too much to do, that is. That's just too much, isn't it? So we're just cutting these out to fit there. If you were using velvet or something, they would fray a bit, but they wouldn't fray back too far. It'd be nice. It'd look really good, it would. But make sure you cut. I had a bad habit of cutting out things when I did patterns and making them a bit bigger just in case. That doesn't work. Believe you me, it does not work. You know, everything does not go together properly. That was a shocking time when I was young. I thought I knew what I was doing. I think I do now, don't know. We'll give it a go. See what happens. So we got that piece, okay, and we'll have this one. I do like this. What do I do with the other piece of that? I think I've got a bit cut off, haven't I? Instead of having this big piece still here, what do I do with it? I cut a bit off here. I've got a piece of a napkin thing, okay, and I'll do it in number 3. Number 3. We'll do number 3 is a napkin piece. I might get it a little iron. Might have to iron it a bit more when you get it done, eh? Come on. And I have got my timer on, but you don't have to worry because maybe you do. Well, there it goes. I imagine it'll go off eventually, but if it does go off soon, I'll know it, I had it set the wrong time. Okay, so I know by 10:30 I should have to be finished, okay? Because I've just dropped it down behind my pincushion and I don't want to fish that out now. I'm a bit busy for that. I'll have this one out of here. It has a sort of vintage look because of the... I'll just roughly do that so I can... The next bit. Okay. So this will be the next piece. 2 pins would be a good idea, Sonya. Okay. So there's lots of, I suppose we're going to get lots of winter now. Oh, well, it's not even winter, but it's still getting cold and it's okay. Last night, right, I'm going to tell you the story because it was just, you know, I was up a fair bit because I wasn't, you know, I had to take a few trots to the toilet, you know, so I have a little light in my room and I noticed that it was out. When I got up, couldn't see what I was doing because I usually have the light so I could see what I'm doing. Anyway, I don't know if I had an electric blanket on. I think I might have done. I don't think... Did I? Well, anyway, I think I did. So, let's put that back on there so I remember what that is. The light wouldn't come on. I said to Jimmy, I need to go to the bathroom and I can't see a thing because I was pitch black dark. I could not see anything in the pitch black dark. And, so he got up and we were going to change the bulb. We thought the bulb was gone. And then we noticed that the electric blanket thing wasn't working. You know, the power thing wasn't switched on. Because I sometimes leave it on really low till I go to sleep. But I'd been awake, so I knew I was fine. I had it on. But anyway... So we thought, oh dear, you know, the electric, and then we realised that the power thing had gone, like there's a, there's a thing in the power box that if something's dodgy, you know, or whatever, it'll cut out it'll stop the power going through. Right, if you've got a dodgy implement or something in the house, it'll... You know, we had a fan one time and it was a bit old, and anyway, the circuit breaker went out because the fan must have got a short in it somewhere. That's what I'm looking for. And I thought, oh my goodness me, my electric blankets got me. When I say they got me, I mean, you know, it thought, shit, she'll go, oh dear. I thought, yeah, well, I probably did think that and I was not happy. But, anyway, need something else that's yellow. I can't use that bit. It's not helping me. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to fish around over here. I'll find a bit. Look at this. There's some coming to me. Look at here. Isn't it bright too? Anyway, and it's only thin. It doesn't matter. It's good. So, anyway, so Jeremy went out and turned the circuit thing back on. The electric blanket worked. The light worked. Actually, that's not true. We didn't turn the electric blanket back on. We were scared that that's what it was, see? Over the last couple of days, I'd been saying to Jeremy, I can smell smoke, you know. I know we've got a lot of neighbours around here that have wood fires. And I said to him through the, you know, of night time, I was sitting down in the lounge room, that I could smell smoke. And we thought it was because it comes up under the... So bad it comes up under the eaves of the house and into the roof and maybe down those vents. I don't know, but you do get a whiff of it sometimes. Anyway, we thought that's what it was. Never thought of thinking about it, you know. And only that's probably was a filthy neighbours fires. But well, anyway, that's. And not one thing of another. Anyhow, this is a slow story, but I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing as well. The pink one. Let's get a bit of pink here. Alright, I've got a bit of blue. Look at this, I might be right. Look at me, I'm nearly done. And anyway, so this morning when we got up, I went to take up my usual posse in the chair in my recliner, and it wouldn't work. So the recliner, because they took away the new one that they got me because I couldn't use it because it wasn't right for me, it was not comfortable at all, it was bad. Just don't want to. So they brought back the old one that I had, and now it's chucked a wobbly. But if I could smell something behind that for a few days, that was pretty dangerous, wasn't it, really? I think. Anyway, so I'm really pleased that we found out what it was, but I'm not happy because I can get onto a chair, I can be really not that comfortable for too long, I can sit for a while, but I need to get up and move about, and it's really hard for me I can't get off the other ones. I need one of the lift chairs to get off them. And so I've had to ring them this morning and ask them if they could please send somebody to come and fix it for me because I need it. So I hope he comes and fixes it. I've had nothing but chair trouble now for quite some time. Isn't that right? I had chair trouble for in here, which is that's got solved. And, it's just really an ongoing thing, which is driving me crazy. Got to find another chair. But there's too many specifications. Got that word out after a while. There's too many things that they want to get just exactly for me, but it's not going to be easy because my body shape and everything, and my legs and that. So actually, somebody's going to help me with my lymphedema, I think. There's a lady out the hospital now. She went and learned to do this. So I hope that she can help a bit. Won't be a cure, won't be a thing because I've had it for a really long time. I don't think they can actually cure it, but they might be able to help me feel a bit more comfortable. So that's that. And now I'm going to have what colour for the circle under here, because I need a circle on the base of it, don't I? Or am I going to leave it that colour that it is? Put something there, Sonya. Put something there. What about if I use a bit of this here? It's a bit thicker, that's why I didn't use it, but it'd be okay for that part, won't it? Sort of bally bit. So these are only just serviettes and things, placemats that I'm cutting up here, that I've bought that are like pretty much new. Anyway, so I'm sorry I didn't get a video up yesterday, but it was people from the hospital were here, or the lady from the hospital was here with sorting out the chair issues yet again. I've got to get it right. But anyway, do I need the iron on? Probably not. Now, if I was a thinking person, and I'd have thought of this earlier, maybe I would have used some Visifix, or maybe not. It just depends. You probably don't have to. I'll say that. You probably don't have to use it. Right, now there's number 2. I hope when I put them down they look pretty. We've got this one here for the corner. Right. Number 1 goes here on the end. Some of them are a bit skewy, aren't they? 5, 2, number 2, put him here. And you're going to butt them together. But we're going to be stitching over, oh, excuse me. Dear, oh dear, sorry. We're going to be stitching over the top of them. So it's going to be, all good. Or like so on each one, stitching them together. Okay? Some ladies out there that do patchwork would be probably cringing when they see what I'm doing. I don't know how they'd go about doing this, but I think they've got little something a bit easy. Well, this is my crazy patchwork thingy. I think it looks cute. I like it. Number 6. I'm going to have to iron that down flat there. Look at that. Isn't that crooked? Oh, my glass of water nearly went in there. What? Watch what you're doing, Sonia. I know. This cord. We have cord issues. They don't move much at all. But anyway, so that's going to go there. It'll be nice, won't it? And I don't have any... Do I have another one? Oh, I do, don't I? That's 6. It shouldn't be there. Oh, no, this is 6. Okay, goodness me, thank goodness I nearly stopped my foot. Now that's not right, we haven't got enough. So we can just manoeuvre back this bit a tiny way. And even if that goes over the edge, it doesn't matter, I can cut that off. I can make that straight, can't I? That's the way it goes, isn't it? Upside down, no, that's your circle, Sonia. That's your circle. Going that way, and then I'd cut this off like here somewhere, okay? Might keep it just for the time being to hang on to, righto? So now I'm going to tack all this on here, and I don't have the ability, but I will learn how to take all that out, but I can't. I want to join things together too. I need to join things together if I can, because that way you wouldn't have to watch a whole heap. Hopefully I can join this together, because then you'll get to see what we're doing, won't you? If I tack it down, see, if I'd have had visor effects on it, like it's like a, oh dear, I don't know what I'm thinking about. Come on, Sonia, you can glue it down. Nobody said you can't glue it down. You get them off there and just glue it down. Yep, surely can. It'll still work really good, Will. It'll still work. Now don't put that on your thing. Let's be careful now. You get excited here. You're getting excited. Just don't panic. Right, there's one down. Let me get something to put underneath this so I don't get this everywhere. Nothing I've got here would I like to wreck. This will work, I suppose. It's only a piece of paper. Which side does this go? Is that right? Because this is the glue stick works really well, and I have actually seen ladies that do make sure you don't have too big of a gap in between each one, because you don't want that to happen. This is the way to put it down, isn't it? This is going to look pretty. We're going to do lots of different edge stitching on these edges. Make it sort of a fan type of thing. Now this is definitely better than doing the tacking thing, isn't it? I've lapped it over a tiny bit. This here one's coming all frayy. That's not nice of it, is it? I'll have to see if we can't fix that. We can fix it. We can cover it over. We can fix it, it's alright. Or cut it off. I'll cut it off in a minute. This one here too is a little bit bit fray, but we'll fix that too. Right. Got to do the circle first, Sonia, before you go any further. Do your circle. Oh, you half, Sibby. This is a quarter or something. Bit of a thingy. Right, and it goes there like that. It could be a hot air balloon too, couldn't it? Could be whatever you want it to be, I guess. It's up to yourself. Now, I need those, where's my wipes here? I have a wipe, get rid of that off me. There's always glue stuck under my fingernails and everything. Right, wrong scissors. Where's the other pair? Oh, they must be out in the lounge room, are they? Oh no, they're here. Righto. Yeah, so is that half hour? Really? can't even turn it off because I can't get it. Hang on a second. I'll get hold of it. Come here, you little rotter. Gotcha. Stop. I said stop. Okay. Right. He's back over here. Whoops, there. Oh dear. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh dear, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just trimming off these bits. Okay. Right. Now probably the best, way to start would probably be to put that on there, wouldn't it? That bit there. Be to sew that on. But I think I'm going to put a piece of something over that. There'll be a bit of that going on as well. There'll be something covering things because I do need to cover some things, some parts of it. Make sure we've got the right sort of something though first. A bottle here with things in it. You want to go with that? Why not? This will be very boho, won't it? It'll be better than having the white. Yes, we'll have this one. Wonder where it's ended. Oh, here's the end. Yes, got its end. We must have many more of these. Let me see. Let's see if I get the right thing. I think I wanted a bit thinner. I think that one might be a bit thick. I think I might have a bit thinner piece or something. The pink's nice, isn't it? Oh, rick-rack. Oh, yes. We could try a bit of that. That'll look good. Wow, that would look good. Right. Let's try that one. Eh? Bit of rick-rack on there. That'll look really good. I went to get this ruler out today and it's only about three foot long. It's a bit big. I didn't realise it was. Okay, so we can do the blue. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, we could do orange though too, couldn't we? Actually, while we're doing this, comes to mind something that I got gifted to me last weekend, I think it was, or the one before. This. Isn't that the biggest piece of rick-rack you've ever seen in all your life? It's beautiful, isn't it? That nice lady Julie gave me this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I've got this green. They're all really thick, aren't they? But they're beautiful. Beautiful colours. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I'll find something. I think this is too wide. I've got more there. I've got that light colour one. I've actually got a box with some in over the other way here. But I don't think I'm going to use any of that today. I can't see. Oh, there it is. Right, let's have a look and see what's in here. Oh, I have to just turn around here. Wait a minute, people. It won't be long. I can't do it without. It's too heavy. If I lift these heavy things off here, then I've got to get them back and... it's alright, I can do it now. It's always the way, you know, the thing you want's always on the bottom, isn't it? But I got it, you know, I did, I got it out. Here we go. Now I've got a piece of... Right, because I did want something a tiny bit wider than what's on there. And I said, oh, look at these colours, aren't they cool? Right, what am I going to do? Too many decisions because I've got to put this. I've got to put the sewing on, so I've got to think of that. I think I'll go with the green. Righto. Goodness me, some noisy traffic out there. Or even the yellow. What do you think about the yellow? No, do the green one. You come back to green, no matter what, don't you? You got a lighter one. Hey. I think I'd rather the rick-rack than the I don't know. We might have that. Oh, we haven't got time for fluffing about here, Sonya. You're going to have to make a decision because you're going to have to put that other stuff in that. It won't fit in there. I'll have to upgrade the box, make a bigger box. Oh, mess on there now. Mess. Right. Now I definitely want to put that round there. I do, yes. Right, needle and cotton. going to try and use these bits of thread over here that I have. Well, I don't have to, but you know, they're just piling up on me, aren't they? I'm pulling them out from other things and not using it all. So I've got some here. It's pretty close to the colour. Well, it's not close, but it'll do me today. No, not going to use that. No, we're not going to use that. We're going to use something out of here. We are. We're going to go into this dish. And we're going to use something out of here because we want to do a... I'll put something on it to hold it down, won't we? These are too... A lot of these are too thick, I think. Trust me to find them. Box of cotton. Box of cotton. They might be the other side of me, are they? Wish I wouldn't put things from one side to the other all the time. That's what I've been doing. And you just know that I do that, don't you? I pick it up from one side and put it down on the other side. Ah. That's a bit perky. Right. To put on here, I had some greenie this morning. So actually, hubby bought me out some last night because I was doing something in the lounge room. He bought me out some green cotton. And here it is here, the one that I always like to use. But I can't put that on there because that's not going to work. Oh, this little line, I swear, don't swear, Sonya, don't swear. Okay, I won't swear. But it does get you. So we're going to use these, okay, these threads. We're going to use these threads to sew it, righto. And we might just do a cross stitch thing over the bottom of here to start with. No, which one am I having? Over here, righto, we're going to do that. And we're going to put it on that colour, you reckon? That'll look alright. Oh, yellow will look even better. Okay, so I'm going to have to go. I hope it isn't going to turn into two. Hey, I'm going to keep it going. Because if it does, I'm going to put it up. I'll make two. And I'll join them together if I can. I'll have a go at it. What do you reckon? Okay, let's start this. Yeah, we're going to do technical stuff today. We are. Can't see any of that thing, you know, whether it's moving or not because there's a light. Anyway, so I'm going to keep going on this and make two videos. Because one will go for 50 minutes. Another one might do too if I'm silly. Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought of that before. It's going to break them in half itself. But I won't have to worry because I know I do. But I can try and join them together. If not, I'll just put one up each day. Maybe one each day. Righto. So I'm going to go over this side in case I want to do something with that. Right? Just in case I want to do something with that. Maybe I should do these first. After all that. Ah dear, after all that flapping about. Yeah, I think I should do these first and then cover the edges. That's what I'm going to do. Do them first and cover the edges. Right. Okie dokie. I'm sitting here trying to think of what stitch I can use to do down here with the yellow can go down here. These two bits. So I don't have to get any more out. Okay, so I'm going to start right up the top here. Get all the other cotton and stuff out from behind it. We don't need all that in there, do we? Righto. I do like feather stitch. So I'm going to go down in there. Make sure that you get this piece of material. Get a piece on both sides, okay? Grab yourself a piece of material on both pieces so you sew them both of them down. I'm going to loop it under there. Okay. It was too tight. Please come back out. Righto. Now, I'm going to do another one out this way. To fasten them down, I'm going to have to be putting them close together and not making knots all the way. That'd be a good idea too, Sonia. Don't make knots all the way. Okay, come on. Come on, done. Anyway, nobody panic us away. We'll be right. We'll get there. Don't worry about that. We'll get there. Goodness me. Give me a pin or something I'm going to stick under there. I don't know why I can't get it with the needle. Oh, now I can see what's going on. Righto. I'm going to put that over that way. And this side, we're going to put it through there like that. And this side. So I'm using a piece of, these are mostly linen fabrics. I've got a piece of crochet thread here that I'm using, and I'm doing a feather stitch, but I'm doing it just down in one row, okay? I want to show you it all as I go along, but we're going to be put some beads on too. See, there's going to be lots of other things on here besides the stitches. There'll be beads on here as well to make it jazzy. Okay. And they will probably represent little flowers, maybe even. I'm having a terrible time with this piece of string, aren't I? A piece of string. Piece of string. It is like a piece of string. Couldn't believe it. I don't know if I put this on video. I don't think I did. On Saturday, no, must have been Friday. Yes, I was at, I think I might have told you this. What was the video I put up on Saturday? Beading. I think I told you that story about the thread. That woman got all that embroidery thread for 50 cents and she bought the whole lot. And I'm talking hundreds of skeins. She did. She bought the whole lot. Anyway, because I was behind her in the checkout and I had to move to the other one because it would have been there forever. Gee, that looks good, doesn't it, if I do say so myself. That one. We in the shot still? Okay, no, but I can't hear you yelling at me yet. Try and keep your stitches even, like, you know, try and keep them nice and even. This is a piece of our sampler, isn't it? It's going to be on our sampler. Just cut them off. They will eventually stop throwing away, I hope. We won't be washing this, so it's okay. Probably should put a bit more glue on. You never know, I might do that later or not. It just depends because I might not need to. Excuse me. Because of the beads and everything's going to go on it still, there's going to be a lot more stitches, so it'll be holding it down a lot more. Don't worry. But if you put on the... You can paper piece them if you want to, if you know how they do that. We haven't done any of that. Oh, we did it with the hexies. Hexies are paper pieced, English paper piecing. And you can do it with these. I sent away for some little paper pieces. I think I might have showed you those when I got them back. They're this big. It's the same sort of design as this, only it was just daisy. I'm actually doing tiny little hexies now for the tag thing that was last week, I think. Last week, no, I haven't got last week, this is a week before. I'm 1 week behind on that. But you know what? I've got all this other stuff to do, so the best I can do is the best I can do, isn't it? I should not worry about it, can't afford to do that. I've got other things to do, so I've got to look after me channel and me subbies, don't I? I like to do that as well, so we can. Don't think I've got any interesting news. No, nothing really. Other than the fact that I've got to get out of here and go. When I get out of here, I've got to go and order the food online so I can get groceries because it's raining and we can't go out to the. Jeremy could, but it would cost us a fair bit of money then for taxis. So it'd be best to pay them and they can do it. So I don't want him walking out there and that. He'd get a taxi home, but he'd want to walk up there and I don't want him to. I don't. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Let's see what else. We'll put on a different stitch on the next one, eh? I'm just going to thread this back through so I can end it off there. I have to work on making one of these threads longer than the other so I don't have to keep getting it stuck in there. Okie dokie. Now, I don't need these because I think they're too big, too thick. Yes, maybe that's why they're in this box, because they were a bit thicker than some of the others. But it's okay because we've got plenty of any sort we need, really.